Hello, welcome. So I'm standing out here where I keep my chickens and waterfowl in this pen. You can probably see I've got a poultry fence, around that they stay in, and this enclosure here is where I put the ducks and goose at night. I have 4 ducks and 1 goose. But what I wanted to talk about was what I'll call small scale land livestock rotation, right? So I follow a guy named Joel Salatan. Some people, I think he's a self-proclaimed lunatic farmer, but he has this idea of rotating his livestock on his pasture to better maintain the pasture and give the livestock, a little bit better grass and forage, if you will. So what I wanted to do is show you that sort of in small scale. I just moved this pen, uh, over what I would say 1 block. So you can see in here, the grass is pretty good. It's clear, growing. And so it's not trampled down. It's not a big muddy mess, right? This is where I moved it from, and I think you probably see, goose and duck droppings, and how the grass is trampled down, sort of eat through. Uh, and so I'll walk over here where I moved it from. Prior to that, it was in this area, and so you can see the grass is starting to recover. It's starting to grow again. Uh, and then before that, that's Waldo, my goose. He's rather loud. Uh, Before that, the pen was in this area, and you can see again the grass is starting to grow and recover. And before it was here, it was it was in this area, and it's fully recovered. And so about every week, I move this pen, and it's about 5 different places. And so what that does, it gives they just stay in the pen at night, right? I mean, the door's open during the daytime, but they go in at night, and I realize it's not really good predator protection. That an animal can probably rip right through that chicken wire, but it keeps them pinned up, and they have some sense of security. But anyway, uh, so I move that pen about every week, and what that does, it keeps the grass, it keeps the area inside the pen from being mucky and muddy and dirty and just a pile of mess. It does take a bit to move it, uh, a few minutes. I just pick it up and slide it over. Sometimes I have to get my bride to help. But anyway, I'm gonna say small scale uh, livestock rotation. That's what works for me mostly.